You've been waiting for this moment for years, and now it's finally here. You've got enough time on your hands to play through all of the amazing video games that have been piling up in your backlog for years. But where do we even start? There is no more advantageous position than that of a leader. We have produced a list of the top 10 highest-rated games of all time based on the average scores obtained from Metacritic, as well as the locations where you can play those games. Let's plunge in. Number 10. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. In Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, an action-adventure shooter played from the third-person perspective and developed by the multi-award-winning Naughty Dog studio, Nathan Drake makes his triumphant comeback. Drake, who had hoped to put the dangerous world of thieves and mercenary treasure seekers behind, finds himself drawn back into that world when he finds himself on hard times. Drake finds himself in a perilous game of cat and mouse against a fugitive war criminal who is after more than just the fabled riches of the Lost City when he is propelled on an expedition to find the legendary Himalayan valley of Shambhala by a mysterious artifact. The fugitive war criminal is after more than just the fabled riches of the Lost City. Drake will be forced to put everything on the line as he is caught in a web of deception and thrust into an increasingly lethal pursuit that pushes him to the boundaries of his endurance. Yet, has Drake's run of good luck finally come to an end? Number 9. Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 opens the door to a world where the player's presence affects everything around him, from the physical environment to the behaviors, and even the emotions of both friends and enemies. It does this by taking the tension, the challenge, and the visceral charge of the original game and adding startling new realism and responsiveness. The player once again assumes control of the crowbar wielded by research scientist Gordon Freeman, who finds himself on an alien-infested Earth that has been stripped bare of its resources and is seeing its population steadily decrease. After wreaking havoc at Black Mesa, Freeman finds himself in the terrible position of having to save the world from the destruction he caused. And a lot of people, including those who are important to him, are counting on him to come through. Number 8. Halo: Combat Evolved. You have arrived on the intriguing planet Halo, which is an alien world in the shape of a ring. You play the role of Master Chief, a super soldier who must save humanity from an onslaught of Covenant enemies while also deciphering the mysteries of Halo. During your missions, you will engage in combat using human and extraterrestrial weaponry on foot, in vehicles, indoors, and outdoors. Your objectives include rescuing fallen allies, destroying enemy outposts, plundering underground labs in search of superior technologies, and sniping opposing units. You may also engage in fierce split-screen combat with up to 3 other players in Halo, or you can work together with a friend to complete the single-player missions. Number 7. Super Mario Odyssey. In this, the first sandbox-style Mario game since Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, Mario sets off on a fresh adventure across locations he has never visited before, running and jumping his way through enormous 3D environments. Perform brand new actions, such as tossing Mario's cap into the air as you're aboard an airship that lets you travel between vast worlds. Number 6. Grand Theft Auto II. Players are placed at the center of their very own gangster movie and given free rein in a fully realized 3-dimensional city complete with a cast numbering in the hundreds. More than 50 vehicles ranging from sports cars to ice cream trucks and from boats to buses. 3 hours of music consisting of opera, reggae, house, drum and bass, pop, and disco, and a vast assortment of weapons designed specifically for use on the street. Number 5. Metroid Prime. Samus makes a comeback with a fresh objective, which is to solve the mysteries surrounding the destroyed walls that are located everywhere across Talon IV. You will assume the position of this bounty hunter at Metroid Prime, and you will view the environment through her visor, which provides information on a variety of topics, ranging from your current energy levels to your ammunition. You're armed with a power beam and a gravity suit, and your objectives are to eliminate foes, solve riddles, and unlock switches that are locked. It is up to you to investigate the planet and find additional power-ups and weaponry, which will eventually provide you access to additional gaming sections. Number 4. The Legend of Zelda series. Put everything you think you know about the Legend of Zelda video games out of your mind. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is the latest installment in the critically renowned video game franchise and features a groundbreaking new game mode that pushes the genre to new heights. In this open-air adventure, you will investigate what has become of the once great kingdom of Hyrule by traversing broad plains, winding through dense woods, and climbing to the tops of mountains. Explore the untamed areas of Hyrule in any way that you see fit. Number 3. Grand Theft Auto V. Los Santos is a large, sun-soaked metropolis that is full of self-help gurus, starlets, and fading celebrities. This city was once the envy of the Western world, but now it is trying to stay alive in a time of economic uncertainty and inexpensive reality TV. Franklin, a street hustler looking for tangible opportunities and serious money. Michael, a professional ex-con whose retirement is less rosy than he figured it would be. And Trevor, a violent dude driven by the opportunity for a cheap high and his next big score, are all plotting their chances of survival and success amidst the chaos. Franklin is a street hustler, Michael is a professional ex-con, and Trevor is a violent dude. Due to the limited number of opportunities available to them, the crew takes enormous risks to pull off a series of audacious and perilous heists that have the potential to change their lives forever. Number 2. Red Dead Redemption series. The developers of Grand Theft Auto V and Red Dead Redemption are responsible for developing Red Dead Redemption 2, which is an epic story about life in the brutal heartland of the United States. The expansive and immersive universe of the game not only serves as the setting for a new kind of online multiplayer experience, but also offers the foundation for it. America in the year 1899, the end of the time known as the Wild West, has finally begun. Arthur Morgan and the other members of the Vander Linde gang are forced to run for their lives when a heist in the western hamlet of Blackwater goes wrong. Because they are being pursued by federal officials and some of the most skilled bounty hunters in the country, the gang has no choice but to rob, steal, and battle their way across the harsh interior of the United States to stay alive. Arthur is forced to choose between his principles and his devotion to the gang that nurture him as internal tensions within the group become deeper and threaten to rip the group apart. Number 1. Super Mario Galaxy. The quintessential Nintendo hero is about to embark on the ultimate journey into outer space. Participate alongside Mario as he ushers in a new era of video games by overcoming the effects of gravity on every planet in the galaxy. When Princess Peach is kidnapped by an unknown entity and taken into space, Mario goes in search of her while exploring strange planets all across the galaxy. We have Mario, Peach, and all of their adversaries, both new and old. As they travel to different planets throughout the galaxy, players will have to run, jump, and fight enemies. Because this game makes extensive use of the capabilities of the Wii Remote, players are required to perform a wide variety of actions to be successful. These actions include pressing buttons, swinging the Wii Remote and the nunchuck, and even pointing at objects and dragging them with the pointer. Because Mario is now in space, he can make mind-bending jumps that are unlike anything he has ever done before. Also, he will be equipped with a plethora of new moves, each of which may be performed by tilting, pointing, or shaking the Wii Remote. Go around, tilt your head, and point. Mario makes use of all of the specialized features of the Wii Remote and the nunchuck controller, releasing new moves whenever players shake the controller and even allowing them to point at items and drag them around with the pointer. How was the video? Do you like it? Post your precious feedback in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.